You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Dr. J here. Listen, it is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm so excited because I love talking about just us looking great, feeling great, and being the best version of ourselves. But as I say every day when I sit in front of the screen, you never know what a person is going through. Even the person that you're married to sometimes, even the person that you're connected to in a relationship. It's Wellness Wednesday. I am at the gym because I got to start letting my son work me out. I got to get on that weight loss train, because in the discussion, without getting into an argument and a disagreement, and it turns into a yelling match and a shouting match and a screaming match, and you don't feel like you're being heard. And this happens all the time. You're trying to get a new job and they will post these things on the vision board and put target dates under it. What's your target date for getting your car or your home or your job, or maybe moving to another state, having a baby, getting married, looking for somebody? What's your target date? So you put all of these things on your board and you begin to work towards those things. And remember, you're being intentional and you're believing that these things are going to happen. All right, everybody, welcome to this. I'm always creating stuff. So I've created another show because I'm always talking about Wellness Wednesday when it comes around. And so tonight we have a new, well, it's not really a new show because you hear me talking all the time, but this is going to be a different show. And it normally starts at 6, but you all know I've been at the legislative hearings all day. Go back and look at those videos. Working with ex-offenders. So I want to thank Wayne and Hector for working with me and moving the 6 o'clock show to 9 o'clock. All right, y'all see, I didn't even get because if I get undressed, it's a wrap. Okay, so I was just like, let me just keep everything on. Let's go straight into the show. So listen, tonight is really exciting. Before we go deeper into this, please make sure you share the video because you want to hear what we're going to be talking about tonight. It is absolutely amazing. So I want to introduce my guests tonight. I have Wayne and I have Hector. They're going to tell you a little bit about themselves, whoever wants to go first, and then we're going to get right into this amazing thing that's happening in my life right now. And no, it is not a man. So we're going to get right into that.
Better than a man.
It's better than a man. Let's say that for now.
Yeah, for now. So I don't know who wants to go first. Tell us a little bit.
I'll go first. Hey everyone, my name is Wayne White. I'm an entrepreneur for the last about 12 years. Hector and I are buddies. Done some stuff together as well. Knew each other from childhood days. Grew up together. Went to school together. Went to college together. And came out of college and did some businesses together. So, we know each other pretty well. And the product that we're about to introduce you to is one of the products that we do now and we've been doing for quite about 6 to 8 months. And it has yielded some very, very exciting results. And it has done a whole lot for us and a lot of people we know. So we wanted to introduce it to, Dr. Lady J and her listening audience, and hopefully it could help and benefit you in some way. Go ahead, Hector.
Hey, yep, everything Wayne said, correct.
Okay, so he just co-signed.
Good evening. My name is Hector Rosario. I'm also an entrepreneur since basically the age of 15, from playing music to concert promotions to just about everything. And Now I'm currently the last 10 years I'm a realtor, I do real estate, and also I'm doing this business as well with Wayne.
Okay, so I don't like to wait around, so we're going to get right into it. So a few weeks ago, and it's probably been now, I think maybe 3 weeks, it's like 2 or 3 weeks. I had these guys, we're missing Mike. Mike is the other person that we had on the show. And so we were talking and they were sharing this product with me. Now, those of you who really know me, you know that I'm not good at trying new stuff, food, nothing. I just don't try new things, and I'm very skeptical about trying stuff and hearing all of these feel good stories about things. But the other thing that I also like to do is try things, because if it actually works, I want to bring it to you all so you can have an opportunity to try it as well. So a few weeks ago, they introduced this product to me, and they were talking about stem cell activation packs. Never heard of them, didn't know anything about them. And so I was sitting here like, okay, if you say it works. But like the investigator that I am, I went and did some research on it, because as I was explaining to Wayne, like you know, of course it's not free, you have to pay for it, but I just don't have money like that to put out, if it's not going to work. Well, the great thing about it is that it's a money back guarantee if it does not work, if you feel like the product is not working. I just want to say to everybody that they made a liar out of me, because I tried the product and the product actually works. So let me tell you what's been happening. I got the pack, which is right here. And y'all know I don't advertise people's stuff, but anyway, I got the pack. Came and it came when they told me it was going to come in a big envelope, and so it's when I opened it up, I was like, what the, I'm looking like, what is this? And I don't know if you guys, they're these patches, and you just peel them off and you put them like on the back of your neck or under your navel. So I put it under the back of my neck. On the back of my neck. And I have to say, Wayne and Hector, that you were right, that it actually works. I didn't understand it, but I went back and I read up on some of the things you were talking about on the show. I also read a lot of reviews about this particular product, because there's a lot of people talking about stem cell stuff, but I read up on this particular product, and like they were almost like 99% like positive views. And I went on different sites, looking up stuff where people were saying that it works. So the way it's worked for me is that I shared with you guys, like after I had those strokes, it affected my body. So some days are really like a day like I had today, being at Indianapolis at the legislative session all day. And I started out this morning at 10 o'clock this morning, getting prepared, going out. I didn't get home until close to 8 o'clock. And I had heels on today, which I can't do, I just can't. But today I had them on all day. I was fine. As a matter of fact, I was really comfortable. The thing that it's done for me is that it's giving me a lot of energy. I probably don't need any more, but it's giving me an abundance of energy, because after having a day like I had today, normally when I come in, I'm done. There's no way I would have been able to do a show, be this alert to really talk and have a conversation, because I would just be too tired. The other thing is that, like I was saying, after having the strokes, it really affected my right side a lot. And so sometimes my leg really hurts, and it has started going over into my left leg. And so sometimes it's like the trouble of going up and down the steps, where you got to do you do one step, then the other step, and the other step. Some days are like that for me. So since I've been using this right here, these legs go up and down the steps like the regular people.
Amen. It's good.
The regular people, like and I'm telling you, like I was talking to Chad about it tonight. And I was just like, Chad, like it really, really works. And the other thing, and I told you this, Wayne, I was actually here doing some work. And I'm sitting on the sofa, and all of a sudden I realized I'm sitting like Indian style. And I was just like, when was the last time I was really able to do that? Because
Right.
normally it's just like you're like, you know, and
That's good.
I just sat down and I was sitting Indian style, and I had been working for a minute before I realized that, I was sitting like that. So those are the ways that it's worked with me, even I would say even with appetite as well. Because I'm not a food person. I am a snack person. Like I love chips, popcorn, that kind of stuff. But I haven't really had that. When you have those moments, like you're about or just downtime, and you just start snacking. I haven't had that feeling to do that.
Right.
So that's the way it's been working for me. And I got it. I have to say, you made a believer out of me, which is very hard to do. But you made a believer out of me, and I know for a fact that I'm going to continue doing it because I like the way it's making me feel. So
Awesome.
that's my testimony for
Awesome.
this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of other testimonials similar to yours with a lot of the same results, but a lot of other results as well. We've had results on diabetes, results on hypertension or high blood pressure, results on strokes, results on cardiovascular systems, results on neuropathy, sciatica, arthritis, and cancer. It goes on and on and on and on. Now, how is it possible? I know everybody's, probably listening in now, trying to wonder, what are they talking about? I mean, what is this thing they're talking about? So what it is, it's a patch, a little patch, the size of a quarter. And what does it do? This patch actually activates your stem cells that are already in your body. It doesn't put anything into you. It activates the stem cells that are already inside of you. What happens is that you get to the age of about 30, the stem cells in your body, half of them are no longer active. Then by the time you get to 60, the other half goes out. So now you just have some, like one of our guys say, you have 2 stem cells left and one is waving goodbye to the next. So
mine already waved goodbye, Wayne. I think they were gone.
Exactly. So they're laying there and they're dormant. But what happens is the stem cells are the building blocks of all body organs. So we need some way to get it active, to keep us active. Because once it's active, it gets you back to a slower aging process and a quicker healing process. So this little patch has something in it, which is just a nanocrystal on the patch itself. There's no drugs, there's no chemicals, there's no medicine, nothing going into your body. This patch goes on to your skin, right on your body, below your neck or below your navel, like you said. What happens is the body temperature, which is 98.6 degrees, that activates the patch. And the patch then, the nanocrystals, reflects the light from the heat and reflects it into your body, which activates a copper peptide, which turns on or reactivates your stem cells. Your non-active stem cells now become active. That is totally amazing because it had never been done before through a patch. It had always been done through an injection at a specific site, whether it was your shoulder, your knee, your ankle, or wherever. But once it hit that spot, that's the only spot that would be stimulated. That's number one. Number two is that's even if it takes, Because when you inject something into your body that's foreign to your body totally activates some sort of mechanism in the immune system to attack it because it's foreign. So many times a stem cell shot does not take into your body.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, if it does take, it only lasts for about maybe 6 months or so, and then you have to go back and get another one. But this is the most critical part, I would say, when it comes to us and when and how we make decisions. To get a stem cell shot takes anywhere from $7,000 to over $25,000 per shot.
Mm-hmm.
And you never could only get one. So I don't know if you have $7,000 or $25,000 laying around to get one shot, let alone many others. But I know I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my buddy Hector and I, we've done a lot of things together, and we wouldn't do that. But let me tell you, when I was introduced to this patch, what was going on with me. About 10 years ago, my wife and I at the time were in a car accident. She was sitting down in the passenger seat. I came to a stop, getting ready to turn into my subdivision. The driver that I am, I've driven for a living. I've been a paramedic. I've been a firefighter. So I've always been driving emergency, and driving just on the road, being on the road a lot. So I have a lot of awareness to what's going on around me. When I stopped to make my turn, I looked up in the rearview mirror to see what's going on behind me. And then I saw this car coming on pretty hard. And then when I tried, I was about to try to turn, but a car was coming in the opposite direction, so I couldn't make that turn. So I braced myself, and I put my arm out to brace my wife. And on impact, my shoulder got dislocated.
Wow.
So this right shoulder has always given me problems ever since then. This was 10 years ago. I went through the therapy, went getting it back in place, therapy, and trying to get it back to a position, where it was good. But it was always positional. So whenever I would play, I'm pretty much an athlete, do a lot of things, play sports. And when I would play softball and I start throwing, after a period of time, the arm would go numb. It was so bad that it would go so numb. I played in the outfield because I had a little bit of speed, so I was kind of quick. So when I would go in the outfield and run the ball down, I would have to throw it on the hand to another outfielder, and he would have to throw it back into the infield. That's how bad the arm was. Okay?
Wow.
So, and that was, like I say, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Hector, because we've been business partners for many years and done so many things, if I find something and I feel it's, something that we could explore, I would take it to him. And same way, vice versa. If he finds something, he'll bring it to me. So Hector was introduced to this by Mike, who was with us the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little busy tonight, so he couldn't make it on. And he told me about the patch, and he gave me information to go check out. And I'm like you. Like I say, I'm an ex-paramedic. So when it comes to medicine, when it comes to trials, research, scientific, science behind it, I'm all over it because I want to know. So I went and I did some research and I looked at it. But the other part is because I trust Hector, because I know him like this. He's a brother to me. And we trust Mike. He's like a brother to us. Mm-hmm. So we went, I just went, yes, based on the fact that he brought it to me. But then I still was doing my research while I tried it. Excuse me. I put the patch on. The first I put the patch on, I realized that my rotation got a little better and the pain got a little less. That was after about 4 to 5 hours. The next day, remember now the patch goes on at 12 hours at a time. So you put it on for 12 hours, then you take it off, you let 12 hours pass, then you put it on again at the same time you had it on the day before. And you keep repeating that cycle. So the next day, when I put the patch on again, I realized that I got more rotation and less pain even so. And by the third and fourth day, I was pain-free and I got full rotation of this arm. Could do any and everything with it. I've thrown softballs, I've thrown footballs, I've played basketball, and nothing came back. The pain is totally gone.
Wow.
Okay? So I was like, yo, that did that to me? Are we saying it's this patch? But when I researched it and I looked at it and I looked at the trial studies, it shows that the patch itself is only stimulating and activating stem cells that's already in your body. It's not putting anything in there. It's not creating anything new. The premise is like when you walk out into the sun. When you go into the sunlight has the ultraviolet rays that activates and creates vitamin D in your body. That's the same premise. Just activating the stem cells within your body through photolight therapy. So one of the facts shows that the stem cells, they repair themselves, and the faster you age, it causes you to heal slowly. Okay? So sorry, it starts the faster you age and the slower you heal. Okay? So that's what happens with the stem cells. But a recent major scientific breakthrough in stem cell technology activates your own stem cells and it resets them to a younger age. Another thing is this patch costs less than the cup of coffee a day. Less than a cup of coffee for your health to be restored to a younger time and to help you to age even more slowly. That is amazing for just the price of a cup of coffee.
And Wayne, I wanted to say this because I got to reiterate this, ladies. Let me tell you something. And I do have witnesses that were with me all day today. So they will tell you that I never changed my shoes. I was in heels all day today. That right there for me was really, it surprised me because I just have not been able to do that in a long time. And if I did it, like talking to you guys now, my feet and my legs would be in pain just from being on my feet and this whole day of just being out and about, walking on concrete, you know? So that's what I'm really impressed with that. And I'm just impressed with how I feel, you know, because I do feel different, like as far as my body, you know, because you know, as you get older, your mind can feel really great. Your mind can be feeling like you're 25.
Absolutely.
But you start walking and you start moving around, and your body's saying, "No, you're not 25."
Right.
And so, you know, but for me, I've just been feeling okay. Somebody said they can't hear. You can't. Who is it that you can't hear, Crystal? You said you can't hear somebody.
You can't hear me?
Let me check something real quick. Let me do a sound check because I hear everybody. But let me do a sound check real quick. So yeah, I would say to people to try it. And you all know that I'm very upfront, very, very open and honest about if I don't like it or I don't like you, I will let you know. I don't have a problem doing that. But this product, I have to say that it actually works. I was a little lost when you all started talking about the scientific stuff. I think I was tired when we were talking.
You need it to be patched. That's the problem.
The scientific stuff that you were talking about, it kind of went over my head. And so the next day, that's when I started doing the research and reading up on it. I'm like, okay, it makes sense because I've heard it before. But the thing about putting the patch on the back of your neck, I was just like, there's no way this patch is going to do all of this stuff. But like I said, everybody, it actually works. I'm going to be a participant, a purchaser. I'm going to be all of that because it actually works. And for me to be able to, like I said, yesterday we were in Annapolis and the guy that was riding with us forgot his cord, his iPhone cord. So Miss Gwen said, well, we're near Lady J's house. She said, can you mind getting yours? And I'm like, oh, I gotta go up all them steps again. But when I got out of the van, I literally ran up the steps, came in here and got the cord, ran back down the steps, and I'm in the van. I'm short, as you know, Wayne, I'm short. And so me trying to step up in a van is sometimes,
Challenge.
especially with my legs hurting. But today, I was able to get in the van, no problem. So I can honestly say, everybody, that it works. It actually does. Yeah.
Excellent. And then I'll have Hector. Hector will take over for me right now, and he'll talk a little bit more about some of the testimonials, because he had some testimonials of his own, but also he'll transition to the not only the product itself, but the business side of the product if need be.
Okay.
So yeah, for me, my testimony's been within, I think, probably like a week. I was not sleeping well, and I want to say I was having anxiety at night for some reason. Being an entrepreneur, my mind starts to run at night when I get into bed, and it's kind of like 4 hours of sleep. So immediately, like I said, within about a week or so, I started to sleep. I mean, like sleep really good, so much that I started to dream. I haven't dreamt, I want to say maybe years that at least that I know of. And it was a kind of sweet sleep, pleasant, sweet sleep. I didn't want to wake up anymore. It felt so good. And two, the other thing I noticed was with this wrist, I was wearing this band, this brace on my wrist for almost a year, because these nerves supposedly has been shot. Right. And it started to pain me because my hand was in this position for so much months, almost a year. I'm talking about excruciating pain. And sometimes you don't think about it. I realized there was no more pain in my hand. See, this is the first time, almost like probably like a month now, I'm not wearing the brace anymore. I didn't ask the doctor. I took it off on my own. And the other thing I noticed too was every time I go to the doctor, my pressure has been right in like 140s. Might be normal for me. And then so within about like I said, a week, I checked it out. I checked my pressure. It was like 140 something over whatever. And then I checked it again. It was 130 over, I forgot whatever it was. But 130 for me is almost a miracle for me because I'm always in the 40s. So I was so happy. I have never seen 130, at least not when I'm awake. Maybe at night, I don't know. I was happy about that. So that's the second thing. Actually, the third thing that I found myself. So my energy is great. I think my metabolism is been going fast. My energy is good. So for me, it's been my clarity, my focus is good. So to me, this is a tremendous product. I haven't seen nothing like this. And like we say, this is not another Me Too product. You're not gonna find this anywhere. The scientist, Dr. David, took years and years of research to get this product. It's not and it's patented. It's not another Me Too product you're gonna find anywhere else. This took years and years of research. And for example, within the first few days, 4,000 of your genes begin to reset. Within days, within 6 weeks, your brain becomes more balanced. Anxiety, PTSD, all the stuff, depression, it helps, right? Within 6 weeks, give or take. They say here, within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. Imagine that, your heart reverses in age. So he says it's not anti-aging, but it's age reversing. So, like Wayne was saying earlier, if you look at what's happening in the world right now, stem cells, it is the new technology, it is the new science. People are tired of taking pills and drugs and not getting well. I guess sometimes you gotta take it because the doctor recommend it. We're not saying to stop taking it, but you can use the patch with your medicine and you will see over time you can wean yourself off of this. I had a friend of mine call me today. She's been trying it she wanted to try it first, about 3 weeks. And her pressure is super high. And she was doing all kinds of other stuff for years and not having any results. And finally, the last few days, she checked her pressure and her pressure is normal. She's so happy. She can't believe it. She stopped stopped taking the medicine for like 3 days, 4 days now. It took us some time. Everybody's body is different, but now she's not taking any prescription drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's tons and tons of testimonials. Just gotta be consistent, wearing your patches. Like Wayne said, 12 hours a day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Drink a lot of water. Like, see mine right here. I'll show you. I wear mine. I'll show you very quick. Faithful. This is the ninja right here. 12 hours a day. I use mine from 12 to 12. Sometimes I read this as well. If you're home in the daytime and you're not going anywhere, you can do this as well. Right here in your forehead, and it relaxes you, gives you just a peace of mind. If I'm home not going anywhere, I put it right here. And you'll feel a difference.
Wow.
So I'm not sure if you have any questions. Anybody have any questions? But
this is what I wanted to say, because you said something a few minutes ago. And I've shared this online with people that I suffer with anxiety, and especially during this time of year, like I have this seasonal affective disorder. Like the season, as soon as it starts to get darker, the time is, it gets it gets darker later, the time goes back. Like that's hard for me. It's really difficult. And I just did a video probably a couple of weeks ago, like I just feel like going into a cocoon sometimes. So you said something about the hey Steve, you said something about the I think you mentioned anxiety or something.
Anxiety, depression, PTSD.
I wanted to piggyback on that, because I just want to say that I've been feeling so good. Now, that's what you were talking about, sleep. It was hard for me to sleep. And then when I would sleep, it's like I'm tossing, I'm turning. I would have panic attacks in my sleep, from whatever dream I'm having. And I have really been able to just go to sleep, and just rest and relax. Now, I do have that entrepreneur mind where I'm going to wake up anyway, because I'm always thinking. I think I'm thinking while I'm sleeping. But so that happens, but I'm not waking up because of anxiety. If I wake up now, it's because it's like, okay, a thought came to me and I'm writing, and then I'll fall back to sleep. But I just wanted to say that, because that's one of the things that it has really helped me with, is the anxiety piece.
Right. Some of the results shows that from this product, you have rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation. It supports wound healing, energy and vitality, mental clarity. It enhances sports performances, faster recovery from exercise, improves skin appearance, sleep. Let me tell you, I'll give you a testimonial about my brother. I have a brother who Hector and I know so well. And my brother, I'm not going to say he's a skeptic, but he's just not someone who gets into anything. He just is not somebody that's going to try this or try that or whatever. I introduced it to him. I didn't know what was wrong with him, if he had any ailments or anything. I introduced it to him. He said he'll support me and try it. Okay, he tried it. But when people say they support you, I want you to understand, when you buy this, or you say you're supporting me or supporting anybody in the company, you get product. So it's not like you're just supporting me, you're supporting yourself as well, because you get product that you use to help help yourself or your situation. So when, he said, okay, I'll try it. I gave it to him, gave him a month's supply. Before the month was over, he hit me up for another set of month supply. And right now, I don't even have to find him. He hunts me down wherever I am to get a month's supply. Why? He said, I couldn't sleep at all. He said, I sleep like a baby right now. And it feels so good to not have to feel so anxious or so overwhelmed when you wake up the next day and you're groggy and you're not feeling yourself and you have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
He said that feeling in and of itself, my brother is 57 years old. That in and of itself did it for him. And that's what he said. And he likes the fact that he can sleep after all these years. And he keeps coming back for it again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that I share something with you too, a personal information. Another friend of ours, he is a skeptic, but his sciatica nerve is so bad. He walks with a limp now because of the pain. Trying to get over the pain, he developed a limp. And Wayne can attest, he is what you call a real skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
But he was desperate, so he tried it out. And today he's another one. When he gets to maybe 25 or 20 patches, he's calling, blowing us up, hoping his order comes in. He will not live without this thing right now. He's having tremendous results. His pain is down to maybe 90% less. He is walking, he's happy. He told Wayne one night, who was almost intense, he said he thought he would live his life like this for the rest of his life. He just wanted to dance, he just wanted to have his life back. And right now, we really want to have his life back. Also for me, I was in an accident November 28th. And since then, I stopped using the patches. Sometimes you don't know what you have until you stop using it. I know what I felt before, but I was advised to stop using the patches because I was going to therapy. I had a concussion, trying to figure out what's happening with me. So I was advised to stop using the patches until they checked me out completely.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sleeping anymore. I was going crazy, like 4 hours a night. It was literally about to send me crazy. So I was waiting to get you all these doctor tests to see what's going on with me. And I decided on my own, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I started using my patches again, maybe the last 4 or 5 days. And I'll tell you, back to sleeping again and back to dreaming again. And I feel I told Wayne about the last 4 or 5 days, I feel happy again. Even my mood has changed.
Yeah.
My energy, I was down. I felt almost depressed with what was going on with me and the accident, my concussion. I wasn't the same. And I'm not 100%, but I feel happy. I feel motivated. And
Right.
and I feel like I'm back. I'm going back where I need to be. And since I started using the patches again, and I'm telling you that with my heart. Yeah.
Now I wouldn't say, because I know some people are just coming on. So let me just say real quick, Tanika, hey Lady J, how are you guys doing? Tanika needs about 20 packs of these, everybody. So
okay, well your number is right there. Have her hit you up and we'll get right on it.
She's always on 110 every day. So she needs about 20 packs. But for those of you who are just coming on, we were talking about these patches. And I don't know, some of you were watching me the last show that I did with them, because I think we've only done one show. But I was really skeptical about using patches. I don't like medication. I don't like stuff on my body, and I don't know what it is. But I wanted to try it because I wanted to be able to come back and tell you guys whether it works. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether they're sitting here or not, whether or not it works.
That's
so I
actually
tried it, everybody, and it works. And so again, Wayne was holding up the patch. I'm gonna hold up one too. But it's this patch, and they activate the stem cells, and these patches right here are just amazing. And when I read the instructions, it said you put it on your back, like just on your back, across where your spine is at, and or you can put it under your belly button. So I decided I'm just going to try it on my back to see how it works. And I was, when I started the show, I was giving my testimony of it, that it actually works. And for me, it has made my walking better, because my legs are always in pain. Y'all probably don't think that because you see me out there all the time standing, but a lot of times I'm in severe pain, even with flat shoes on. And my pain came from those strokes. My pain also came from I was working 3 jobs, and I would stand on my feet for at least 11 to 12 hours a day. I'm on my feet. And so the doctor said that, my legs had gotten really bad. So So, so Steve Copeland, you have to call me about that tonight. We're talking about the patches, okay? You have to call me after the show or text me after the show because right now we're talking about these patches. So I put the patch on, and as I was saying earlier, for me, it's made my limbs, my legs feel a lot better. Today I was actually in Annapolis all day with heels on. My feet, legs feel great right now. I'm able to walk up and down the steps easier. Hector was talking about like your mood as far as dealing with anxiety. I don't really deal with depression, but my anxiety comes from this season spectrum. So sometimes I do get a little anxious, but it has helped with that. And so it's made a believer out of me is all I'm trying to say. And so I'm actually going to continue using it because we all understand that as we get older, I don't care how good you look, you have to exercise, you got to eat healthy. And then my thing is you have to do what you need to do to make sure, well, not do what you need to do, but there are some things you need to do to make sure you feel good if it's going to make you feel good. So something like this that's going to help me because I'm on my feet every day doing this media stuff. This is something that I will definitely continue to use because of the way it's helping me to be able to not, I may look good on the outside, but I want to feel good, and so this is what's been great for me. So if we have anybody who wants to call in to talk to Hector, to talk to Mike, please call in with your questions, your comments. If you don't believe it, whatever, the number is 443-297-4753. Now, if you're watching us later on, because I know it's late and people are probably getting ready for work, for bed to go to work, you can still call that number. I'm also going to put up Wayne's information. Is it okay, Wayne? If I put up,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to put up Wayne's information as well. And he will be able to answer a lot of your questions. Don't blow my phone up right now because I don't have all of the answers. So
well, what's good about that is what you have is a genuine testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
And you have and you have an audience that listens to you and follow what you say with certain things. Mm-hmm. So they want to hear it from you even more personally, not just on a show. You know what I mean? They want to get a one-on-one. So credibility is very important as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So anything you guys want to say before we go? Like, let's say, for example, that people hear us and they decide afterwards they want to try it. So what would they need to do to go about trying the product?
Well, there's a couple of ways they could go about trying it. Getting in touch with myself, with Hector, with you, because what it does is the company also compensates for people just sharing the product. Mm-hmm. So not just the usage of the product, you use it and you get the benefits from it, but the company also says, if you share the product with somebody else, we'll compensate you. So, that's one part of it. So what they can do, and like you mentioned, if they were to use the product as a consumer or just a customer, they have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So what you pay initially, you get that back in 90 days if you choose within the 90 days that this is not for you, you don't want to use it anymore, it didn't do anything for you, the company gives you your money back. If you come in as a brand partner, which is somebody who's a part of the business, and after 30 days, the company gives you your money back if you decide you don't want to do it any longer. So that's how the business side of it goes. I wanted to say another thing that you mentioned about feeling good. Mm-hmm. I want us to understand when it doesn't make us feel good because it puts a bandage or a band-aid on the cut. What it does is it activates your stem cells, which heals the cut to begin with. Mm-hmm. So you start to feel better because the cut is healed. And it's not because we put an anesthetic or any sort of painkiller on the, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So because your body goes back to that natural healing process is why you tend to feel better. and not because the patch has anything in it that is going to stimulate or make your nerve or anything, not active. It just activates the stem cells. Your stem cells heal your body, and the healing of your body and the activation of your body, stem cells, causes you to go back to a younger age and a better space than where you are now.
And a bit, other point, like Doc was saying a while ago, about feeling something. There's sometimes you don't feel something. You don't feel something. For example, your hair growth. You don't feel your hair growing back. You don't feel your skin wrinkles diminishing. There's people's scars diminishing. So not every time you're gonna feel that people here with the gums restoring. So it's not always a feel. Also, the stem cell goes to where your body needs it the most. So for example, someone's having back pain, but they're having issue with the lung. They don't know yet, for example. The stem cells know that. It will go to the point that your body is having a challenge first. So some folks say, I don't feel anything. But however, the stem cell knows this person is having some issue with the kidneys. So it's going to go where your body is having a challenge first.
And tell us again how long you wear the patch.
The patch you wear the patch 12 hours a day. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Like for me, I still have my patch. I wear mine from 12 at noon to 12 at night. And then you take it off, you throw it away, and tomorrow 12 o'clock again, I'll put it on again and take it off again. So 12 hours a day, and you reset. If I forget it on, for example, sometimes I forget it on 1, 2 o'clock, I just take it off and start over to the next day. It's not a big deal. At 12 again. So depending on your schedule, just 12 hours a day. And what we do is a good, I guess, advice is to put your alarm on. So you put patch on, and take patch off, so you don't forget it. Because sometimes in the back of your neck, it's easy to forget.
Right. Oh, and you know what I wanted to say? This is waterproof. I'm telling you,
it is waterproof.
One of you guys said, because I asked that question, I said, "What about if you're taking a shower or you're, in the bathtub?"
You asked that question.
Yeah, and he said, no, it's waterproof. I said, let me see if it's waterproof. So what I did was, I got in the shower, right? I was washing my hair, and I made sure, like I did like this, and I made sure the water hit this, because I said, I know it's going to come off. This thing is waterproof, y'all. It did not come off. I'm telling you,
it doesn't come off.
Everything that the questions I was asking the last time, and I've asked Wayne questions offline. I tried all of that stuff, and it's legit. Like, it's really legit.
Right.
And I take a shower every day because I'm 12 to 12. So I took a shower a while ago. I'm still stuck on my neck. And a matter of fact, it's something hard to get out. It sticks well, because
you can still dry off, and the towel doesn't move it either.
Right. No. Right. And then the other part to that, as well as the adhesive and how it sticks to you and sticks to your body, you have to understand this as well. What it does, that whole, it's just adhesive. But what's the great part of it is and I know a lot of people are waiting to hear this, what are the side effects? The side effects to this patch, wearing this patch, is thirst. Drinking water. That's it. Drinking water. Why? When you activate all your stems like that, your body gets into a state of trying to detox. So you'll need to eliminate, which is by peeing.
Right. That's things, because like the other night I was up, right? And I was so thirsty. I'm like, what is going on?
Right.
And I had this thirst for not, like, I don't drink sodas, but not like for juice or anything, but it was like for water. So now I understand that. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So your body's detoxing, and it causes you to eliminate. All your stem cells firing at the same time could create friction as well. So you could warm up a bit. And get thirsty. You see what I'm saying? Because listen, your stem cells ain't been firing for a long time, Charlene.
You know what?
I'll tell you something else, Wayne. it also improves circulation, blood flow
Oh yes.
in your body.
Oh
Yeah.
So you know it makes a big difference as well.
Right. Absolutely. So this thing is the real deal. And what Hector was talking about is not another Me Too product, because there may be other patches out there, but they don't have the same technology. Because Dr. David Schmidt, the scientist, not only did he go up and he did a whole study on it, he got over 130 patents on this product. That only the way it's done, it's only could be done through this company. And this company is in 85 other countries. So it's not something that's just here. It's all over the world. We just happen to have it here over the past 3 years. And in the first couple of years, it generated something like $20 million. In the past year, it generated over $280 million. Okay, so the product is here. It's here to stay. It's here for the right time. It's the right product, and it's the right opportunity. So definitely get in touch with us, and we steer you in the direction of whatever you want to go. If you want to do it for getting some sort of benefit health wise, we can definitely steer you that way. If you want to do it for some opportunity for additional income or additional wealth, you could do it that way as well. So Hector, you got something to say?
One point, but you help me here with the exact amount of hours. Initially, Dr. David developed the patches for the Navy SEALs. That's where he started. So Navy SEALs needed to be up, I forgot how many hours without sleep.
Right.
So he was able to develop another patch to allow these SEALs to stay up with the energy and the strength they needed.
Right. He did it with the Navy SEALs
years ago.
And he also did it with the U.S. Olympic swim team. He did it with them as well. And it was, of course, controversy came with that, but they came to find out that it was totally legal for them to use that product because it was just stimulating their stem cells that's within, and nothing was being placed into their body. So yeah, it's a great product, great opportunity, great time.
And see, the other thing I want to say about it is this: because I was having the knee pain, a lot of knee pain, is my doctor had prescribed me with 800 milligrams of Motrin. So, but what she always tells me is that you can't take it every day. Well, if you're in pain, so that's why I said I go through a lot of days. I was going through a lot of days where I was in pain because that 800 milligram tablet is not good for your system. Right. So she's like, take it if you're in severe pain. But at one point, especially when it gets really cold, I would take almost every day, because the pain is so unbearable, or just being on my feet. But I have not taken the Motrin since I've been doing the patch.
Awesome.
I have not taken Motrin at all. And I'm so happy because I hate taking medication and I really don't have to really take any. But that Motrin was just like, sometimes I would just take it. I would take it at nighttime and pray that it don't mess up my system. But when you're in pain, you got to take something. Right. Then I was, if I didn't take the Motrin, I would take Tylenol. But then she said, don't take a lot of Tylenol, When I go to a leave, don't take a lot of a leave.
Because all of them have to be detoxified by your liver and your kidneys, and they damage it. After a period of time, your body can't detoxify it anymore, and that's what happens. So, yeah.
So listen, everybody. Wayne's information is on the screen. His IG information, his phone number, and if you have any questions or you have some concerns or whatever, give him a call. And at least, you know what? Like I always tell you, at least to have the conversation. You owe that to yourself to have a conversation, get some more information about it. Or if you want to do like I did, research what are these patches with the stem cell. You know what I saw? There are a lot of ones out there that say they have these patches, but then when I read the reviews, it was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't try them. This one, like I said, the reviews were amazing. So I just want to make sure, you guys, this is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm really big on your health, making sure that you're healthy, especially as you get older.
Right.
I don't want you out here being 40 and you looking like you're 75. So we're trying to do some things to make sure that we work on ourselves, not just outside, looking good on the outside, but that we look good and that we feel good and we are good on the inside, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Right.
That's important.
Absolutely. And it's interesting you said that about how we look.
Mhm.
A couple of weeks before I started wearing the product, I started realizing that I started getting crow's feet by my eyes, and I was like, yo, what's that? What's going on there? I started wearing the patches and look, ta-da.
And you're looking, I was going to say you're looking younger. I don't know what's going on there, but
I'm 52, but something's going on.
What is going on? Yeah,
the patch. This is what's going on right here.
That's what they say. You want to age gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to live longer, but you want to live well, and you want to, like you said, you want to age gracefully.
Right.
And you want to feel good,
you want to feel good.
Like a lot, I'm telling you, I go to a lot of events and people don't realize how much pain I'm in. Like I'm all dressed up, but I got my flats in the bag because, I know after a while I'm going to have to take those heels off and put those shoes on. They don't understand like the pain, but I will really do what I need to do. I'm going to wear this patch. And I'm telling you guys, if you want to, relieve pain, get rid of anxiety, a lot of people are stressed out right now. If you just want to just chill, try the patch. And if it's not working for you, let me know. Okay. Cause we keep it real over here. So if it's not working, let me know. But I think
give it some time. Give it some time. Everybody's not the same. Some people, like I say, a week, some 2 weeks, some 3 weeks, some a month. Give it some time. Be consistent. Give it. Then you'll see.
And also bear this in mind as well. Personal testimonials are great. I love them. But I want you to understand this. It's not everybody that walked into a McDonald's like their food.
Right.
But McDonald's serves billions. They'll show you a sign that says we serve billions served. Just because you don't like it or you don't have a positive testimonial about it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work.
Right.
Bear that in mind.
Right.
It just means it may not work for you. But there's still thousands of people that have testimonials about it that says this product did this or that for them. Right.
Yep. So you guys, listen, I gotta put in some more work tonight. Never go to sleep, and then I'm going to go to sleep later on, but I got to do some work. But I want you all to try this product. Please try it. You guys want to say anything before we sign off? Anything else?
Just like you say, try the product. Get in touch with me. My information is on there. If you don't call, at least text me so I could forward information specific about the product to you. Okay? So text that number 678-276-9267 and just give me your name. Okay, tell me your name and I'll forward that information to you. Okay? And also Dr. Lady J, and you get in touch with her. She'll steer you in the right direction, definitely. And we want you all to win, just like we're winning. We're winning as far as health-wise, and we're winning wealth-wise. So come on in.
And let me tell you something. This came just in time because on February 26th, y'all, I will be 60. And I was a little worried about the weekend of that, my birthday, because Eric and I, we're going to, it's like a a party on the rooftop, and they have said you must be dressed up. And I was just like, oh man. But now I'm feeling really good. I'm going in there like a rock star. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You almost have to 2 stem cells, so just in time, you're good.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a party like a rock star that weekend. So, make sure you guys get it, check it out. Like, I'm serious. It actually works. It works. I don't know what else to tell you.
What do you have to lose?
Huh?
Your pain.
True.
Well.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
We thank you for the opportunity to allow us to share this product, because we believe, or we feel that we know we have something that the world needs to hear about it. Mm-hmm. And I feel if it was up to me, I wish I could patch everyone I know. Yeah. I really wish I could go and put it in the head like this. I really wish we could. So thank you for this platform that we can share this to the masses of people, because our people need to hear about this information. Absolutely. So we can get them off of these prescription drugs and get well.
Right. And you know what? I want to say one last thing before we go, because this is the thing that keeps us from trying stuff is money. And it will keep us, and Wayne, you and I had this conversation. It will keep us from trying. But, if given the opportunity and you can do it, try it. Really try it. Wayne had to help me with that, because I was just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't really want to do this. I can't do this right now. But I'm glad that you pushed me. I'm glad you pushed me to do it. And I want to say to my female friends, like, there's certain things that we do. We go to the hairdresser, which is not cheap. You go get your nails done, your toes done. That ain't cheap. And so it's certain things that we do on the exterior to make sure that, the makeup products, hair products, whatever, that we do on the outside to make sure that we look good. So one time, I'm begging you, just try it one time, make that investment in yourself one time, see if it works. Yeah. See if it works. Right. And I promise you'll be glad that you did. So Wayne and Hector, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for the platform.
And thank you for, working with me with the time. And I'll definitely have you on. I'm hoping that the next time we come on, that I can actually have someone else who has a testimony about,
Absolutely.
I can hit some people up.
That's what's up. Hit them up.
People up tomorrow morning. I'm letting you tonight, but I'm gonna get them tomorrow morning. I'm actually gonna share the video with a lot of people once I get off.
Good.
So thank you guys so much. Like, this was, and Wayne, you and I hadn't talked in a long time. Right. So I just feel like this is like a godsend for me.
Absolutely.
Able to, get back.
Touch bases again. Absolutely. Get back in. Yep.
Be able to get this, because to not be in pain, everybody, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So guys, thank you so much. Listen, everybody, tune in tomorrow, because we have one new show starting tomorrow night at 8:00. So make sure y'all tune in for this show. This show is going to be amazing. They're all ladies that are ex-offenders, and they're actually doing the show on the network starting tomorrow night at 8:00. Do not miss it. And then we have the show with Pastor Shannon, who does an amazing job. She's going to be on tomorrow. And we got another show. I can't remember what it is right now. I think it's something I'm supposed to be doing. I got to look at my schedule. But just make sure you tune in, check out everything that we're doing over here. Make sure you hit that number up, or go to the IG page, or at the bottom where it says "What Up Baltimore." You can call that number too. That number will still come to me even when we're off air. I'll still get your calls and your texts and all of that. All right, everybody. Wayne and Hector, again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, you all have a good night. Take care. I'm Dr. Lady J, and I will talk to you real soon.
Good night. Good night.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.